I chose this poem because it was a gift to human rights from Seamus Heaney. He wrote it for the 40th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and gave it to Amnesty International. That was in 1988. I became UN High Commissioner in September 1997, and Amnesty International gave me a framed copy, which I had behind my desk during my 5 years. Ironically, on my last day in office, I read that poem in the cathedral in Geneva during a solemn memorial service for the first anniversary of 9/11. That was on the 11th of September 2002. I was reminding myself, as the poem makes clear, that although I wouldn't be High Commissioner the following day and thereafter, I would be a dual citizen. I would still have to be an ambassador for human rights. Afterwards, Amnesty International made a special award called the Ambassador of Conscience based on this poem and gave it to a number of human rights people. Most recently, in 2019, they gave it to Greta Thunberg for her work on climate justice and a number of other young climate activists around the world. So you can see why I love this poem. From the Republic of Conscience. When I landed in the Republic of Conscience, it was so noiseless when the engines stopped, I could hear a curlew high above the runway. At immigration, the clerk was an old man who produced a wallet from his homespun coat and showed me a photograph of my grandfather. The woman in customs asked me to declare the words of our traditional cures and charms to heal dumbness and avert the evil eye. No porters, no interpreter, no taxi. You carried your own burden, and very soon your symptoms of creeping privilege disappeared. Fog is a dreaded omen there, but lightning spells universal good, and parents hang swaddled infants in trees during thunderstorms. Salt is their precious mineral, and seashells are held to the ear during births and funerals. The base of all inks and pigments is seawater. Their sacred symbol is a stylized boat. The sail is an ear, the mast a sloping pen, the hull a mouth shape, the keel an open eye. At their inauguration, public leaders must swear to uphold unwritten law and weep to atone for their presumption to hold office, and to affirm their faith that all life sprang from salt in tears, which the sky god wept after he dreamt his solitude was endless. I came back from that frugal republic with my two arms the same length, the customs woman having insisted my allowance was myself. The old man rose and gazed into my face and said that was official recognition that I was now a dual citizen. He therefore desired me, when I got home, to consider myself a representative and to speak on their behalf in my own tongue. Their embassies, he said, were everywhere, but operated independently, and no ambassador would ever be relieved.